Lost prosperity. Slowly reading coming from this possible world's imperial ruins. Some historic insignificance, so I'll be joining you on this one if you don't mind.
Ready for your next assignment?
Okay.
Your next field trip is in the imperial ruins of another world. It could have archaeological significance, so I'd like to come with you. Is that okay?
If that's what you want. But why haven't you investigated it before?
I've wanted to for a while, but the monsters there are just too fearsome for me to go alone.
Just some flaming
And I've
chickens,
got nothing to
some
worry
lizards,
about with you there, right?
some bears.
That's right. I'll take care of any monsters that dare disrupt us.
I knew I could count on you. Well, let's get going.
Yo.
Here we are. The Imperial Ruins. What's the matter? You seem a little more subdued than usual.
Whatever do you mean?
Every other time you've started our trips together with a rant about the local history.
I can start now if you like.
Perhaps later.
Somehow I knew you'd say that.
Mezia is very cute.
Prism's reacting. It shouldn't be too far away.
Then let's get this excavation underway. Into the ruins we go.
What a gentle nerd. Oh,
Oh, look. There are pages here. They're tattered, but I think I can make out a few fragments.
What did they say?
Just a second. Let's see here. With the power of Thaumatek, a small nameless country united the continent under one banner. This new empire could see into the future, allowing them to win the battle to unify Vancouver. That's what I can make out.
they saw into the future. That have been thanks to the White and Black Chronicles.
Say anything else?
Sorry, but I don't think I can make out anything else here. Maybe we should look elsewhere.
Scholar's nature has been added. Feel like we're about to get some real dang Nemezia lore here. I don't remember how to get through this area. It's been a hot second.
Look, Stock, the remains of an old book. It's not much, but I think I can make out some words. Let's see here. Okay, I'll summarize what I can. The Emperor and the Empress had two children, both of whom were taught the art of Thaumatek. But that somehow led to the Empire's greatest tragedy.
That tragedy must be referring to the desertification.
Well, I suppose that's the most logical conclusion.
Makes me wonder how exactly those children caused it.
If we want to learn more, we'll need to find more clues.
I feel like Nemezia is hiding something. It's gonna be like, because I think they mentioned like Prince Allium had a sister. I think it's probably her.
Oh, this book cover is torn off, but I can decipher a bit of what it says.
Go for it, Nemesia.
Leave it to me. Let's see. Suddenly, calamity struck the Emperor, Empress, and Princess.
Princess.
No sooner had that happened than mana began to disappear from the earth itself. The lone prince searched for a way to save his family and mana itself, only to finally fail. I think that's the only info worth repeating here.
The prince mentioned there must be Prince Allium, the founder of Granorg.
Presumably, it would make sense.
And those are all the details you can glean from it.
she said that that's all that was worth translating, so it's probably like some personal details on her in there, right?
Fortunately.
I see.
Now, where should I look next? I've already got stock with me, so maybe I'll go further in.
What about the artifact? That is why we came here after all.
Oh, of course. I just got a little bit absorbed in my field research. I didn't forget about our mission. I've kept an eye on my artifact readings this entire time, too.
Does that mean you have an idea of where it is?
Yeah, but it's strange. It keeps shifting in location, even when we're standing perfectly still.
Perhaps the artifact is on the move.
Ah, that would explain it. Oh, it stopped, and it's not far from here.
This is our chance then. Let's go.
Let's go. Scholar's Nature has been revised. This one didn't have a key quest or a key icon on it though. I wish you told me where exactly where it was, but you know.
Let me
Bear.
guess. That monster has the artifact?
I'd say that's a solid theory.
Alright. Stand back, Nemesia.
You don't need to tell me twice. Break a leg, Stock.
I feel like I'm gonna fight something else here. This bear feels way too easy. There's gonna be something else here I gotta fight. Guard break. Okay. Red Foss. Okay. Or not.
Artifact retrieved.
A+ for your hard work. Well then, it's about time we headed back to the Dunamis.
What, you're done investigating?
Honestly, I could spend forever on field research. But we got what we came for, so let's call it a day.
Definitely feels like these two have all the time in the world, so.
Understood.
At the very minimum, they're both very much capable of time travel, so.
And we're back. Not only did we get an artifact, but it was quite an educational field trip.
Glad to hear you enjoyed yourself. Here, take this before I forget.
Red Fossil.
Thanks. You've helped me out in more ways than you know.
Growth book. Okay. Eternal Prosperity. This one will be taking you to Imperial Ruins, but something seems off. Figure out what you can get. Figure out what you can and get the artifact.
Ready for your
Okay.
next assignment? The artifact in the next world is around the Imperial Ruins. But how
Oops.
do I put it? It's just not normal.
None of the possible worlds so far have been normal, Nemesia.
That's not what I mean. There's an artifact reading, but sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. I've never seen anything quite like it.
Either way, I'll have to head in and figure out what's going on. Will you be joining me? I know how valuable the Imperial Ruins are to your research.
I'd like to go with you, but I think I'll stay here this time. Honestly, it's creeping me out.
Coward.
If you run into any problems, though, make sure to come back. Better safe than sorry.
Alright. I suppose I'll just head in by myself then.
Please do. Oh, and if you dig up any info on the Empire, I'd love to know about it.
Oh. There's actually people here.
These are definitely the Imperial Ruins. But I don't understand what's going on. Why are there so many people here? Either way, Nemesia said there's an artifact somewhere nearby. I should start by gathering information.
Okay, I guess we're just talking to everyone then. Okay.
Yes.
Life is good here in the Empire. Thanks to Imperial sorcerers, our lives have vastly improved. Emperor has 2 children. Future's looking bright. What do you mean, fading out? Oh. Wonder if these are like memories then. Cause, definitely still a ruin. So, like, maybe the artifact is like bringing back the memories of the people who used to live in the Empire then.
Yes.
So it became an empire. The wars raging across the continent ended at long last. In a time of peace, we have nothing to worry about.
How can I help you?
Nothing especially interesting has happened recently, but I do have some juicy gossip. The princess is taking a sorcerer as a paramour. They're quite a couple, but the emperor will probably never approve. Oh. Emperor is a Somatech practitioner himself. He spares no expense in studying it. Once he unlocks the secret of art of flux and... Oh dear, I've said far too much. Please forget I said anything at all. We were once a small nation, but our magical tome allowed us to unify the continent. Because of its dark binding, we call it the Black Chronicle. But you should already know that being a citizen here. That's Nemezia, isn't it? Brown hair, blue eyes.
Do you need something? I can tell you're staring at me. Wait, Nemesia? No, it can't be. I got teleported. What's going on here?
Could have sworn that girl looked like a young Nemezia too. Yeah. Days Pass has been added. Oh, this feels like it's about to be a real meaty one.
Indeed.
Our long years of research and development have produced a new mobile armament, Thom machines. Now we can finally eradicate the rebel faction of Etolia. None can oppose us. Glory to the Empire. Long live the Emperor and the Empress. Is that why Etolia is a wasteland?
Yes.
Prince Allium is light young, but he's shown a real knack for politics. He lends his ear to the people, proposes public charity works, and even helps the beast kind. Hopefully soon the Emperor will retire to a symbolic title and Allium will rule.
Yes.
I was on my way to work not long ago when I witnessed a bewildering sight. When the middle-aged elderly sorcerers gathered at the palace were 2 young children. I wonder if that's Lipti and Tio. They were the 2 prodigies everyone calls the Zombotech twins. Lipti and Tio, maybe.
Yes.
Our land has prospered thanks to Somatech, but I wish it could be applied to household goods. If cooking and laundry could be automated, the lives of the peasantry would improve too. Should send a letter to the Empress. I'm sure she would understand.
Yes.
Their Imperial Majesties are Somatech masters who transcend time. They're akin to gods, by pledging their faith in these divine rulers. The citizens of the Empire live in prosperity. Praise be our new gods, Aquilegia and Lupinus. Aquilegia and Lupinus. Aquilegia? It's like Achilles, sort of? Sort of. Lupinus. Lupin. Okay.
Of course.
Somatech research is top secret. We common folk can't even imagine what they're up to. But as long as they produce results, I don't mind being left in the dark. Yet, rumor has it that there is a giant underground research facility and inside of it. You again.
There you are. Is that you, Nemesia? Why aren't you saying anything? Don't you need something from me? This again. Why does this world's Nemesia keep showing up? It seems like she wants me to do something.
Feels like a very lore-heavy possibility world. Guess the only way to find out is by meeting up with her again. Days Pass has been revised.
Please, Nemesia, I need you to tell me why you're doing this. The prism. It's sensing an artifact nearby.
It's you. Black hourglass. I know we have a red hourglass. That would also imply the existence of a white hourglass as well.
So you really are Nemesia.
An A+ answer. You are my final hope. Please, help me.
Nemesia, wait! She wants help, huh?
From past to future has been added. Is it the same Nemesia?
Welcome aboard, Stock. I take it you got the artifact back?
It's not a red thing.
Without much trouble, yes. Here.
Black
This
hourglass.
puts us one step closer to stopping the desertification. Thank you.
You're not gonna ask her about that?
So tell me more about the ruins. Did anything creepy happen?
Yeah, you.
Yeah. The memories left behind in the ruins had taken the forms of actual living people. It seems the citizenry was quite happy with life under the Empire.
I suppose Imperial Thaumatek benefited everyone, not just the Empire's royal family.
That appeared to be the case.
Sounds like the artifact gave form to the residual thoughts of the people who live there. Either way, how mysterious. An A+ investigation, Stock.
What was even more mysterious was that you were there too.
Yeah.
What?
Please explain. Nemesia in that other world asked me to help her. I know possible worlds exist on a different plane from our own, but they still affect each other. Maybe the Nemesia of this world wants someone to lean on as well.
Really?
I'm here for you, Nemesia.
What does that mean? You get an F- for weirding me out.
I mean, that would imply that Nemesia is indeed Stock's, like, great-great-grandmother or something like that? If he's, like, a descendant of Prince Allium, then...
Hey, Nemesia. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. All this time, I've been gathering artifacts for you.
And all that help has been invaluable to my research. What would you like to know?
Well, what are you planning to do with these artifacts?
That's... As you know, the desertification began when someone in the Empire caused a terrible accident.
And that someone was me.
What I haven't told you is that as we speak, a certain something is draining mana from the land.
And that loss of mana is what's causing the desertification.
Yes, and only by defeating it can the drainage stop for good. The artifacts are the tools needed for that. They're like the cogs of a greater machine.
What? Are you saying they form some kind of weapon?
You could call it that. I might suggest an alternate word choice, however.
A brass knuckle knife gun?
I would call it a relic. One not unlike your own. Its name is the Red Chronicle.
Another chronicle?
A third?
The Black and White Chronicles can grant visions of the past and future respectively, while the Red Chronicle lets its user gaze upon the infinite possibilities of other worlds.
So how are these things gonna come together to make a book, then?
Possibilities? Does that mean...
Extra credit for figuring it out so quickly. But another mishap left the Red Chronicle scattered and torn.
That was also my fault.
Only these artifacts can fix it.
So you need them to restore the Red Chronicle.
Bingo. On that note, this very ship is an artifact itself. Bet you didn't figure that out.
You're right about that. I never would have expected the Dunamis to hold such a secret.
Anyway, I've recovered more than a few artifacts thanks to you. Yet, it's still not enough to fully repair the Red Chronicle.
Going for 100% completion, it's
Oh.
fine.
I've come with you this far. I may as well stick with it until the very end.
That's the spirit stock.
Red Chronicle has been added to the White Chronicle. Someone has taken over Granorg and seems to be abusing that power. Bet anything they're using an artifact. Can I ask you to go check on it for me?
Ready for your next assignment?
Alright.
Your next stop is another possible Granorg. Apparently, someone seized power there and is already abusing it.
Granorg's been taken over?
Call it a hunch, but I've got a feeling an artifact is involved.
Sounds plausible. Well, I'll be off.
Have a safe trip.
Is it gonna be Diaz, Sylvan? Who sees control of Granorg? Should focus on my immediate situation
What's
first.
wrong, Stock? We need to hurry to the tavern.
Right.
I said there'd be people from the Resistance who would help us out. Let's see. I think the passphrase was, I don't want a drink, I want steak.
Right. Then from there, we infiltrate the castle and assassinate the king.
So in this world, Heiss's mission has us assassinating the king instead of Erica. That would imply King Vector is still alive. No matter, so long as they can eventually reach the artifact.
Come. We should first hurry to the tavern.
Unless it's someone completely different.
Whoa!
Bro, this place is rented out for the day. Go drink
I
elsewhere.
don't want a drink. I want steak.
Very well. Follow me. That woman looks familiar. It's probably Erica.
Yeah.
Judging from that red getup, I take it you're the agent.
That's right.
You can finally take back Grounder for from King Diaz and Count Sylvan. Diaz and Sylvan are the ones who took over Granorg.
Tell me how Diaz became king.
High Colonel Diaz suddenly threw a coup d'etat. It didn't take long from there. Diaz wears a crown, but Sylvan may as well sit on the throne. It's seats too. It's a love seat.
Yeah.
See, Sylvan pulls the strings from behind the scenes while Diaz stands in the spotlight. From where we stand, they're both good-for-nothing traitors. Ever since the coup, they've been treating Granorg like their personal playground. Seriously, they're driving our country into the ground even as they gear up for war. They're planning to invade Alisla as we speak.
Thank you. That gives me a good idea of what's going on here.
But
By the way, we're told these three are the only assassins. Think you can handle it? If you need more manpower, I'd be happy to, get my hands dirty.
Don't worry, we've got this. Besides, you guys have enough on your plate as is.
Can't argue with that.
All right. We need to know how to sneak into the castle.
whoa!
Someone's hasty, but I might your pluck. It's this way, so follow me. And here we are.
I never would have guessed the old waterway connected here.
Hey,
As far as I can take you.
We'll head for the throne room as quick as we can. Can you create a diversion in the meantime?
According to Pierre's plan, we should take the offensive soon. Once commotion starts, the soldiers should make a beeline for the castle gates. Good luck.
Be careful.
Right back at you.
Now, let's storm the throne room and see this plan through to victory.
I wonder where Protea is. Then. If they just disposed of her. Makes me feel like I need it. God damn it. Okay.
who the devil are you? Assassins from the Resistance, I assume.
Prism is reacting, just as expected. They have the artifact.
I commend you, Resistance worms, for coming so far. As a reward, your death shall be swift.
If you're giving out rewards, we'd much prefer your heads instead.
On second thought, I'll make it slow and painful. To arms!
Yes. We'll treat them to a taste of our newfound power.
Oh my god, they're mecha. Okay.
I've never seen claw machines like that.
Lucky for you,
Loud.
I'm willing to share. Let's do this, Selvan. Leave it to me. I won't let them land a single scratch on you. Have all the fun you want, Diaz.
Alright, lovebirds.
Yo, there's no losing this one, no matter what.
Reading Historia suddenly becomes a mecha anime.
Here I go!
Take this!
Yeah, definitely still weak to electricity. Failing flower. Kinda not really doing much to me, huh? You're already almost dead. This feels like it's too easy, though. Hold on. I got scared when I saw claw machines, but this might be too easy, and there might be like a second battle after this.
It's finally over.
Either too easy or it's just overpowered. Dead.
Curses. Inconceivable. How could they have overpowered us?
It's not over yet. With this power, I can still...
I'll be taking that.
Mine. Red scale.
How dare you? Give it back.
Ugh, these guys just don't know when to quit.
Ah.
Wow, you sure showed these two.
Yep.
Can't thank you enough.
Hey,
Alright, on your feet. You're done for. Okay, I guess we didn't actually kill them.
Damn it all.
Hey, Mark, why don't we go with them? It'd be pretty bad if they got away.
You've got a point. We'll escort them, Stock.
Thank you ever so much. I see we were right to trust you.
That's not Erica, is that Protea?
So you're the one who requested this.
Yes, we tried to change this country, but we weren't strong enough to do it alone.
You'll have the opportunity now. Shape this kingdom into the one you want it to become.
Just so. It may not be much, but please accept this token of my gratitude.
Yeah, that's definitely Protea.
What's this?
A reminder of my vow to improve this country.
You should hold on to it then, to make sure those dreams stay at the forefront of your mind.
Thanks to everyone here, my dreams have already come true. Henceforth, I have a new goal. To make this kingdom a better place for all of its people.
I need to check who Protea's voice actress is. I quite like her voice.
Besides, I have a funny feeling that someday you'll need it.
Alright. In that case, I'll gladly accept.
Oath medal. Nation moves has been added.
Now then, if you'll excuse me, there are matters I must attend to.
Hold on a moment. I never had the honor of learning your name.
My name is Protea.
Yeah, if you didn't recognize the voice. Oop, there I go. See you.
Welcome aboard. From the look on your face, I'd say it went well.
It did. Here's the artifact.
Red scale.
Thanks. You deserve an A+.
Patriot dress. HP and MP have been restored.
Say, what's that in your hand?
Something given to me by the Protea of that world. I wonder what the Protea in my own history would do if she felt the emotions held within it. Perhaps it could break through her cold exterior to reveal the warmth hidden beneath.
You put on a stoic front. But you really do care about people, don't you?
The warmth hidden in our bosom.
You get a gold star as well.
Nation moves. Doubt this is going to unlock anything new in the possible histories at least, but it will probably unlock whatever this is and whatever this is here right at the end, so... I might save that for a bit. Let me finish the rest of the possible history quests first.
I'm glad.
Homeland Heroes. Possible Grand Org, which has been invaded by Alastilian forces. Go take the artifact, put your bag into
Ready
it.
for your next field trip, I'm sending you to Granorg. However, it's being invaded by Alistel in this potential world. Fighting will be unavoidable.
Understood.
Stay on your toes, okay?
Chum. This probably has something to do with the Resistance, right? It's Homeland Heroes. City's a battleground.
Guys, how could you? You even harmed civilians.
Heis be quite a problem if he was the one using the artifact.
Count Selvan and High Colonel Diaz are fighting the Alistel army
Oh.
as we speak. We must hurry.
So those two are working with Erica in this world. Certainly never happened in my own history.
Yes. Let us go to their aid at once.
Right.
Did I have a sense of honor here?
High Colonel Diaz, Count Selvan.
Princess Erica!
We've come to offer assistance. What is the current situation?
The enemy units in Grand Plain were only decoys. A squad led by Heist himself ambushed us. This is my fault. I fell for the ruse and sent us into a trap.
The blame is not yours alone. I too approved the operation.
In any case, the Alistel army has infiltrated the city. We must act.
If we wrest the palace from Heist's clutches, the Alistel army should retreat.
Then the focus should first be on taking Heist down. We will gladly assist you in that aim.
Never did I foresee us fighting side by side. But the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Time is of the essence. Onward!
We must make haste as well. Let us be off.
I don't know, it's just weird being friends with Diaz and Sylvan here.
I found them!
An enemy!
Before we head to the palace, I'd like to ensure the safety of the stranded civilians.
I have no objections.
I concur, Count Selvan.
'Twould be pointless to take back the country if its people are still in peril.
All right then, let's split up. Diaz and I will head west.
While splitting up may be riskier, it can help us save the civilians quicker. On the other hand, acting as a unit would take longer, but at least we'll be together. Which option should I choose? Well, in these possible history scenarios, I'm pretty sure the first answer is the wrong one, so... Split off from Diaz and Sylvan and go save the civilians, is that what I want to do? Yes.
Alright. Let's form separate teams. That should let us keep civilian losses to a minimum.
Are you two about to go for glory?
Indeed.
And go for
We
heist
leave the
instead?
east end of town in your capable hands, Princess Erica.
Very well. I bid you two good luck.
Someone help! No one's coming to save you.
Are you alright?
Lady Erica, why are you...
I have decided to fight with High Colonel Diaz and the rest. I am truly glad you were all safe.
What was that sound?
This is troubling.
Was it the sand weapon?
Hey!
Someone help, the castle wall collapse. High Colonel Diaz and Count Selvin were crushed.
What?
We must hurry there at once.
Dead.
How horrible. There's no chance they could have survived a collapse of this magnitude.
No. How could this happen?
I think a portion of the wall was damaged and grew brittle over time, then suddenly... Never defeat the Alstalian army without the help of Diaz and Sylvan, when you stop the wall from crumbling and save their lives. Oh, I guess this is the good end then. Hold on, let me grab the bad end real quick. Is the bad end where we go together and then we just all get crushed and then stick together? Avoid divvying up our manpower and move forward in one focused group. Is that what I want? Stick together.
We can't afford to divide our manpower. Forming separate teams will only weaken us.
A fair point indeed.
Then we begin by eliminating our enemies to the east. Let's go, Princess Erika.
I fear for the civilians in the west. But I suppose there is no time for hesitation.
Heiss! Countless civilians are dead because of you. Your crimes are unpardonable.
We shall bring you to justice, even if it costs us our lives.
It will.
You fools.
Erika was right to worry as she did. What this choice brought was death for the civilians in West Granorg. Diaz and Sylvan, enraged at the cruel deaths of their subjects, charged headlong into the castle, met their ends at the hands of Heiss. Seeing the momentum of these two significant deaths, Heiss and the Alstalian army decimated Granorg. The effect this result had in the original history was catastrophic. Upon seizing the royal chamber, Heiss— oops, shit. I didn't mean to skip that. Kingdom ruined.
Unfortunately, your suggestion was unsuitable for Granorg in its current state.
However, such tragedies should be preventable if you act with the aim of minimizing casualties. Please, give it your all, Stock.
Alright,
Just in case.
let's go to Granorg first. It's like this wall? Yep. What I'm gonna do is just stick some gum into it, cracking the castle wall. That explains why it crumbled. Should call over a soldier.
Hey, there seems to be a crack here.
You're right, we can't just leave it like that. I'll get it repaired ASAP. Great, the wall shouldn't collapse on Diaz and Sylvan anymore. Cool. Wish it was that easy in real life. You know, to get, you know, like potholes and other infrastructure stuff fixed. And then you two should no longer die. Don't hear the wall crumbling this time. Looks like I managed to change things.
It seems there are no more Alstalian soldiers in the area.
Use this opportunity to flee to safety. Go!
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Alright, Erika. It's time we rendezvous with Diaz and Sylvan.
Ayo.
Sylvan! Diaz!
I'm glad to see you safe, Princess.
The east is secure, I presume.
It's so weird to see you two not be assholes.
Yes. I managed, thanks to Stock and the others' cooperation.
That leaves only our foes in the palace.
We'd best recapture it before reinforcements arrive.
Indeed. We'll need to deal with this situation quickly.
Those we protect has been added. There's too many enemies. The Granorg Knights.
So much for Heiss rolling out the red carpet.
I'll dispose of these fools post-haste.
No. We'll take care of their reinforcements. You two go on ahead and take back your kingdom.
Very well. They're all yours. Come, Sylvan.
I'm with you.
I feel like these two are still about to die, though.
Here I come!
After them.
We won't let you!
That's a lot of people. Ah, shoot. I forgot to change my party. Ah, heck. I guess I can just mana burst.
I'll exterminate you!
Should be enough. Almost.
We did it somehow!
Hair colored push assault at level 51. Goddamn, that's a late push assault.
Now let's follow after Diaz and Selvon.
Let me change my party.
Right.
Let me change my party. Let me change my party, please. That's...
It's over, Heiss.
Underestimating us was the last mistake you'll ever make.
Impossible! How could these imbeciles have such power?
You had your fun in our kingdom. Now it's time to pay your dues.
So they both have the red... or the artifact here then.
He's fled.
I'm surprised the two of you alone managed to drive Heiss out.
Perhaps we have this curio to thank.
They were using the artifact after all.
Whatever it is, it bolstered our power tenfold. I felt invincible.
I'm glad you two are good people in this possible timeline then.
Now that we've driven off Heiss, however, we no longer need it. Consider it yours.
Thank
Are you
goodness.
But of course, we wouldn't have been able to retake the kingdom without your timely assistance. It's the least we can do.
If you put it that way, I will gratefully accept.
Red metal, okay.
Now then, Princess. To the throne, if you will.
Yes.
As we thought, the throne suits you rather well.
Queen Erica, we vow to serve your majesty for the prosperity of Granog. Long may you reign, my queen.
Thank you, Count Selvon. High Colonel Diaz. Let us join hands toward a better future.
That settles things here.
Knight's Vow has been added. Definitely a weird little history. I'm not used to seeing these two not be complete utter bastards.
Welcome aboard, Stock. You didn't get hurt, did you?
No, I'm alright. Here.
Red metal.
Yep, an A+ find. Thanks, Stock.
Valiant Edge. Probably won't be any better than Historica.
What's the matter? You seem pretty lost in thought.
In that possible world, Diaz and Selvon were fighting valiantly for the sake of their kingdom.
Where did things go wrong in
I
ours?
suppose I'm wondering if the events of that world could have an impact on my own.
What an interesting hypothesis.
Those two vowed loyalty to Erica at the end of my time there. Perhaps now they won't take her hostage in the original history.
Knight's... Oh, that's gonna change that one part right at the very end there then. Okay. Okay, I guess this is gonna be the last one for now then. Artifact reading is coming from a world that's already ended. Could you go find it for me?
Ready for your next assignment?
Already ended. So like one
The
that's...
potential world I'm sending you to next is already dead.
So one that's already been destroyed by the desertification?
What do you mean?
A world where the desert has already consumed the continent and everyone in it. I think.
You think?
I'm surprised we can go to a world like that. Or even that it exists in the first place.
Yeah, anthropic principle.
Anything is possible. We'll need the artifact there to save our own future. Can I count on you?
The only worlds that don't exist are the ones where humans don't exist to observe it, so...
Of course. I'll bring that artifact back. I promise.
Out of sand.
This world really is dead. Everything has been swallowed into the expanse of sand. Finding the artifact here won't be a simple task.
Oh, footsteps.
Wait, these are footprints. There must still be people living here then. But who? Suppose following the prince is the only way to find out.
Forsaken world. The essence Selvan?
What the? What are you two doing here?
Our sworn duty was to serve the Granorg royal family.
Huh?
But when King Victor was killed and that wench took the throne, it all felt like a bad comedy.
Feels a little bit too late for y'all to really start regretting stuff, huh?
Then why did you push so hard for Protea? Why not support Erica instead?
And yet that was an opportunity. Using that woman was our chance to gain true power, and thereby help our country thrive.
That's right. Our plan was to create the perfect utopia.
I feel like I'm not actually talking to these two right now. Like, maybe these two are, like, instead, like, memories. Like, with the, thing in the Imperial Ruins then.
So why? Why did this happen?
There's little point in trying to talk to them. They seem to be nothing more than illusions.
In hindsight, the best of times were when Prince Ernst was still with us.
Aye.
Sad, but true. Had he been around, things might have turned out differently.
That's me.
They're gone. I suppose that means they really were illusions. Hmm? The footprints don't end here, though.
Reverberations into sand has been added. Okay. Monkey.
That's Galva, the Patriarch of Forgia.
The wounds dealt by humans should be mended by humans. That is why the Gutrals only watched from the sidelines when we could have acted. And so we sat by while our home was swallowed by the sands. Leaving the world in human hands alone was a mistake.
Nothing but pain and regret here.
Just like the other two. I suppose I should keep following the footprints.
Only bad feels here. Pain and regret. Noah.
No. Is that Noah?
The citizens of Granorg were suffering from famine. Thaumatek engineering could have helped so many people. Yet the king forbade its use. I founded Alistel to save lives. Never did I imagine my actions would ignite the flames of war.
Noah.
I thought Thaumatek would bring peace, not so discord. I only ever wanted to help people. Were it not for the desertification, this tragedy would have never occurred.
These illusions seem to be the emotions less by those affected by the desert's advance.
No time to think on it now. It might not be by much, but the artifact reading is steadily growing stronger. Seems following the footprints is the best way forward.
I wonder if we're gonna see Heist at the very end of this then. Since the one thing he wants right now is the desertification. The Saturos.
Vanos. Elm.
Once there was a Saturos who had faith in humanity. But he was killed by the very humans he believed in. He never should have trusted the humans.
Nevertheless, he did. He thought that not all humans were evil. He learned some people could be friends, regardless of race.
True. Although he knew betrayal was inevitable. He had faith in humans to the end. That's why.
That's why we believed as well. but humanity repaid our trust with a world of death and sand. I have to wonder whether humans crave their own destruction.
That can't be true, can it? There are still more footprints. Who could be next?
This is a very long room. We're getting close to the end of it, though. Heis. It's just Heis. Uncle.
Heis.
Hmm? Who are you?
Oh.
You don't know who I am?
Hmm?
He's actually... Okay, he's definitely actually there.
Hmm. Everything is gone. My memories, my hatred, my sense of self. It all disappeared. Yet you're still here. Who are you? I can't remember anything.
Is this the end you desired? You traversed history, time and time again, rewriting the past. And this is where you settle? I can't accept that. Heis, you have to remember. It's me, Stark. Damn it. The artifact reading disappeared along with him. What can I do to bring Heis back to his senses? If only I had something that could rouse his lost memories. But what would that be?
Oh.
Huh?
Heis. Oh. Yeah, I do remember. There was a point where I was exploring the Alisal Castle and I could interact with Heis's desk, but it was locked.
This key. Maybe it can help me find what I'm after.
Heinrich has been added. Heinrich. This one? Yep.
Maybe the key I got from that illusion of Heis would work here. There we go. This is a portrait. Prince Ernst and his uncle Heinrich.
Oh, I guess that must be Heis's real name then. That's Heister, which means... Is that me when I was young? This portrait must have been a precious memento for him. Oh. It's maybe exactly what I need. Something with this much sentimental value is sure to bring Heis's memories back. Hey, can I get a CG of it though? I kind of want to see what it would look like. I feel like it would be really cute. I'm an old man.
Hi, look at this, Heis.
Hmm.
Do you still not remember?
This is... Ernst. My dear boy.
That's me!
That's right. You saved him from being sacrificed. And gave him a new life as me. Stark.
Stark. Ah, yes. But how can this be? You disappeared into the sand with everything else.
Good to see you regained your memories. Now answer me, Heis. Is this the end you wanted? Such empty, meaningless destruction?
That's right. This is truly what I wished for. A world so cruel as to take my precious boy. It all deserved to turn to sand. Why must an innocent child be sacrificed in an insane ritual? I'd let the world perish before allowing your soul to suffer for eternity. Then again, you seem less than pleased with the outcome.
Yeah.
Nice.
But perhaps there was another possible outcome to all this. You came here from another world, did you not?
How did you know?
I accomplished my goal here, after all. I watched my stock turn into sand on the wind.
Well, I suppose you're partially correct. It's more like I'm traversing a different possibility than the stock you were familiar with.
Ha! How intriguing, my boy. You were my possibility. My one hope and last redemption. That's why I will give you this.
White hourglass, okay. Ugh.
Now go. Write the end you wish for. Show me a world where hope is still a possibility.
Thank you, Ice.
The end he desired has been added. Okay. It's kind of fucked up, but okay.
Welcome aboard, Stock. Hope you didn't get sand all over you.
I'm clean, don't worry. Anyway, here.
Thanks. That's another step closer to ending the desertification.
Alright. So now what? To be an MP have been restored.
So, what was it like?
Depressing.
The only remnants of a life were the residual emotions of those who used to live there. Now that I think about it, those emotions may only have taken form thanks to the artifact.
So, it allowed you to connect with the feelings of those you're working to save.
I hope so. Either way, I won't let my world turn into the wasteland that had become.
You get an A for effort. I honestly believe that one day, all your hard work will pay off.
I feel like there's gotta be a finale to this now.
We did it! We finally have enough! Gold stars for the both of us!
So we can fix the Red Chronicle?
Fine, you get a red X instead. The search is finally over, so you could at least act happy.
Wouldn't it be more appropriate to celebrate after the Chronicle is actually fixed?
No, baby steps.
It's not as fun if I'm the only one celebrating.
That aside, does this mean we've gathered all the artifacts?
Correct. After all this time, the artifacts are back together. It's a dream come true. At long last, the Red Chronicle will finally be back in my hands. Although the actual repairs will take a little more time.
Well, I finished the game.
I'll leave that to you then. What should I do in the meantime? Can I help in any way?
Thanks to you, we've got all the artifacts. But there's one more step to saving the continent.
Because of course there is.
You mean beyond just repairing the Red Chronicle?
Yeah. We'll need the cooperation of the Black Chronicle's holder.
I feel like that's not gonna happen. Unless I get another ending.
Persuade Heiss. Alright, you can leave that to me.
Thank you. I'm sure you can convince him to help us out.
The question is, will Heiss even listen to me?
Key to the future has been added. Okay.
You've returned, Stock.
We have interesting news for you. A new chapter has been added to the White Chronicle.
A new chapter?
My story is over though.
That's right. One that normally should not exist.
Alright.
But how? The ritual succeeded. My duty as a sacrifice should be no more.
The presence of this edition is due to the actions you have taken on your journey so far.
I think I understand now. The desertification is still taking place. In other words, there's more for me to do.
Indeed. It seems history isn't done with you yet.
Now, proceed forth into this new possibility.
Hold on.
In case, do you want
Let me say first. Yeah, it looks like possible history is at 98 out of 98. So this must be the rest of... Yeah, this looks like this is going to be the rest of the stuff for... the main timeline then. Okay. I think I'll hold off before I start this though. I want to get the like alternate scenes with these two, with Diaz and Solvan, as well as Protea as well. How much do I need to fight in order to actually get there? I'll just go to the nearest node and just play until I get to the point. The fact that there's still like 30 events in the main timeline though, feels like it might take me a bit in order to get through all of them. We'll see, we'll see. I'm just gonna like speedrun until I get to the point where I actually encounter Protea, so I do wish more games had this stealth mechanic. It's so good. It's so useful. I really like it. I still have to fight her. Oh shit, I still have to fight, okay.
Here I go!
I wasn't expecting that. I thought I was gonna skip the fight like I did with Hugo. Shoot. Oh, I almost forgot about the medal that I got in that possible world. What should I do? Show the medal.
That reminds me. I have a parting gift for you. Does this look familiar at all?
Why, that's...
You must have had the good of your people in mind at some point. I have faith in that.
When I married Victor, I swore I'd make Granorg a better place. Yet my eyes became blinded by the dazzle of wealth, and I indulged in a life of luxury. The higher I rose, the further I sank. I wonder why. I wish for you to keep that. The woman I've become has no right to accept it.
Can't believe we're having a Protea redemption arc. God damn it, okay. Seems that may have lit a flame in Protea's heart. Whether or not she changes now depends on her. City Girl's ideals has been added to the White Chronicle.
Erica.
Okay.
If you're ready.
Then we're out of new stuff, I think.
Thank you, Stock. Now, if you would all please excuse me, I must prepare for the ritual. I will see you all later.
Why can I not skip this part? Unless there's... okay.
Just in case, do you want to record your...
Sure, okay. Wait, no, I didn't mean to press continue there. Hold on. I don't want to have to go through the Royal Hall again. The Royal Hall is like kind of a pain in the ass to go through. So next is Solvan and Diaz.
Erica!
Well, she's still injured.
Erica, are you alright?
What happened? I was heading to the Royal Hall when...
Unless it's just like, just Haisu did this. And this, possibility. Oh.
Hi, Colonel Diaz. Count Selvan. Please, don't get in my way. I must perform the ritual.
Continue at your own peril. Heiss is lying in wait for you.
Okay.
What?
Diaz speaks the truth. We've had our doubts about him for some time now. As such, we did a little digging.
Doubts? What do you mean?
We suspect Heiss is actually the late King Victor's younger brother, Heinrich.
Your uncle.
The deeper we investigated, the stronger that suspicion became.
As it turns out, Heinrich murdered King Victor, changed his name, and escaped to Alistel.
So, do these two know what the ritual entails exactly? That it requires like a dead person coming back to life.
Thus, High Colonel Diaz and I reached out to Heiss to keep a close eye on him.
And now he's gone where only those of royal blood may tread. Royalty or not, however, those who threaten Granorg must die.
Perish.
Please wait here, Princess. We vow to take care of this.
So these two still die, I think, then.
This is my royal duty. I will join you.
It seems we have no choice.
They just knock her out so she doesn't follow them.
What is...
Why would you do that?
Please forgive us. Sleep well.
I guess it is for her own safety,
When
but...
you wake, It shall be to a new day. Your kingdom needs you.
Yeah, but you can't just leave her down there in the Royal Hall exactly where Heist is. You can at least, like, take her back up into the castle proper so she can rest safely.
That's right.
You
alone
fools.
can lead the country to a brighter dawn. Our time in the dark is over.
We, too, once hated tyranny. But that hatred twisted our honor into a lust for power. If only we had come to our senses sooner.
We're not so vain as to think this absolves us of our sins. But at least with our final act, we can fight for our homeland one last time.
We leave the Granorg of tomorrow in your hands, Princess.
So yeah, they still probably die.
Heist, what do you hope to do so far from home?
I'm going to have my revenge on this world, and I won't let you or anyone else stop it.
Revenge. On the world. This is hardly like you.
This is the nexus of the power of Flux. Mana around the world can be controlled from here. Why not lend me your strength? Join me, and you'll share in my tremendous power. I'll make you part of something great.
Are they gonna say no this time and survive?
We only cooperated with you to keep an eye on you. We have no intention of being your pawns.
We demand you cease this plot to plunge Granorg into chaos, Heinrich!
Using our brains for once, are we? I suppose the two of you together make a half-wit. But if you think the likes of you can stop me, you're sorely mistaken.
That matters not. We will protect our kingdom. To arms, Selvan!
Right.
What folly.
Okay, they still die, I think.
What is this devilry?
Okay.
Fools, you've stumbled blindly into the darkest timeline. Mine. Or did you think your names would go down in history as heroes? Too bad for you, then. It'll all soon end by my hands.
I guess it's just impossible to save Sylvan and Diaz then. For country has been added, okay.
I've gathered more than enough souls and mana. Now I can use Flux to end this world.
Skip. Diaz and Sylvan regained their loyalty to Granorg as a result as what happened in the possible world, and Diaz heroes protecting Erica. What exactly does that change? Actually I don't need to go fight the final boss again, so I can just go straight to this possible ending then. I have no idea how expansive this, like, new ending is going to be. I feel like it's gonna be pretty expansive, considering I still have like 29 events left here, so... Ending chapter, Historia. Uncle. I've returned to this pivotal moment, now to persuade Heist to join our cause.
You fool. Why did you think I gave you the power to fight your fate with the White Chronicle? You greatly disappoint me.
Heist, I need to request a favor.
What, pray tell, would you ask of me after all that's happened?
Please, listen to me. I need your aid in eliminating the cause of Vancour's troubles.
The cause, you say?
You know well the tragedy that occurred in the Empire ages ago, and the ritual born out of it. Well, my plan will end any need for us to perform that ritual. That's what you've always wanted, isn't it?
Tell me more. So,
Put her
you
shirt
hope to
back on.
root out the problem from its source.
Yes. but I need your cooperation. Please lend me your aid, Heiss.
We were enemies but moments ago, yet now you ask for my help. You truly are a precocious boy.
Thanks to you, Heiss. You gave me the White Chronicle, and the power to overcome fate.
Fair enough. Let's talk outside.
Where's outside? Hey.
Stock, you're back.
Hey.
And Heiss too? Hold on, Rosh. Listen to me. We need Heiss fighting alongside us for what's about to come.
What's about to come? Isn't the princess already going to perform the ritual and fix everything?
No. We're going to create a world where we no longer need the ritual's power.
Sounds good. But, what are we doing exactly?
Allow
Nemesia.
me to explain.
Nemesia? What are you doing here?
It's nice to meet you all. My name is Nemesia. Stock has been helping me out, and we've almost met our goal.
In other words, you know how to solve the desertification at its source?
That's correct. Through a series of Thaumatech experiments, the Empire of Old inadvertently created a monster. Like a black hole, this temporal beast drains the mana around it. It is known as the Singularity.
So you're saying this Singularity is sucking up all the mana? Wait, that's
Sounds like a
what's
final
causing the
boss.
desertification?
So, is that gonna be our final boss here now then?
Correct.
Okay.
But the Empire couldn't contain the monster they made. Thus, the ritual of flux was used to suppress its powers.
That's what the ritual was all this time? I was told its purpose was to heal the Earth. To think this was the truth of the matter.
I'm beginning to see the big picture here. The means of defeating this temporal beast have only recently come to light, yes?
Bingo. But doing so requires all 3 magical tomes. Stock's White Chronicle, Heiss's Black Chronicle, and I'll need everyone's help to restore my Red Chronicle.
I'm asking as well. Please, assist us in putting an end to this tragedy once and for all.
Give us an actual good ending to this game, please.
Yes. Even I no longer wish to perform such a grievous ritual.
No need to ask twice. We're all here to help Stock out.
That's right. We'll fight by your side to the very end.
So we can go home with Rainy now.
Thanks, you guys. And you, Heiss? Will you offer us your strength?
If it puts an end to this tragedy, then so I shall.
All right, it's settled then. Let's immediately...
Don't get ahead of yourself now. I will cooperate, but there are other matters I must attend to. Surely you don't need me to compile the Red Chronicle.
True. We won't need your Black Chronicle until we're ready to face the Temporal Beast.
Then I vow to rendezvous with you before the final battle, at the place beyond time.
What are you going to do in the meantime then?
Very well.
Sus.
Okay, let's get to work on compiling the Red Chronicle. Follow me to the Dunamis.
Intertwined Destinies has been added. Nice boat.
Wow, a boat!
It's huge!
Yeah, this is amazing!
I wouldn't have guessed you've been taking off on a ship.
Stock, you've been carrying the weight of the world all on your own, haven't you?
It's something new for Stock,
Yeah,
honestly.
how about a little trust.
Apologies. I wasn't allowed to tell anyone about this.
It's okay, Stock. We could all tell something was up.
Couldn't tell my friends that I owned a yacht.
But we had no idea it involved saving the whole continent.
I knew all along. Stock's special.
Of course. The Red One, I mean Stock, mended relations between beast kind and humans after all.
Sounds like none of us would be here without Stock's help.
Let's leave the thanks until later, though. We still have much to do here. Now, Nemesia, tell us what our next course of action is.
Like I said, I need your help repairing the Red Chronicle.
Sure, but don't you need some special know-how to deal with magical tomes like that?
With DNTO?
Not to worry. That's where I come in.
I feel like I don't know if I feel like Lip DNT are gonna come in and actually like do stuff other than just be guides from Historia. I kind of want them to. I want them to actually do stuff, honestly.
Compiling a magical tome is different from a normal book. More so with the Red Chronicle. You could say we're turning the artifacts into pages and putting them back in the right order.
What?
That sounds hard.
Maybe it's easier to grasp in practice than in theory.
So let's get started.
Oh. That was a weird stutter.
And here we are, the Chronicle's Labyrinth.
Oh god, okay.
What?
We're in Alstel, though.
It just looks like Alistel to me.
You get an F for judging a book by its cover.
So this isn't Alistel?
This is the world as it was 50 years ago.
50 years
We're in the
ago.
past? It looks like this because this chapter of the tome covers Alistel's history.
When Alistel was
And we can
founded.
go to other places and times? Oh, that I'd like to see. I mean, wow, these magical tomes can work miracles.
Long ago, the Red Chronicle was accidentally destroyed. As its unbound pages fell, they were transformed and scattered across many possible worlds.
So, the artifacts I've been collecting were actually those transformed pages.
The Red Chronicle is a tome for exploring possible new worlds. But to recompile the pages, we'll first need to repair the damage to the spine.
How do we do that?
Simply return the collected artifacts to this material realm within the Chronicle. By doing so, we'll be recording history as we go.
This is difficult for my brain to understand.
Be on the lookout for book sculptures and treasure chests around the labyrinth. Much like overdue library books, they have to be returned.
Oh?
Over there's a book sculpture. And that's a treasure chest.
Looks a little wobbly to me.
To accurately record history, each artifact must be put back in its corresponding passage. Once the book sculptures have all their artifacts back, the chapter will be complete.
It's kind of just very difficult for me to wrap my head around. It's just very, like, kind of symbolic and, analogous. And, I'm very literal-minded.
So if you're pressed for time, prioritize the book sculptures over the treasure chests.
What do you mean pressed for time? Ah, heck.
Got it. The book sculptures are most important. Does that mean we can ignore the chests?
We don't need them per se, but the more we fill in the blanks, the better off history will be.
Alright, we'll do what we can.
Just to reiterate, we're 50 years before the present day.
So probably around when Alistel was founded, then?
That's when the war between Granorg and
Or-
Alistel started.
Okay.
So keep your wits about you. There should be 3 book sculptures. Let's look for them. Time to compile this chapter.
Labyrinth has been added, okay. As a note, okay. Ending, Chronicles Labyrinth. Why are there red... Oh. It's an enemy, probably. Why are there red tomes? Heck. Okay, they're teleporters. This chest is empty. It must need an artifact. The red mirror. Mana crystal? It's been a while since I've got any of those. So how does this work? Unfixed sculpture.
For this book sculpture, we need this artifact.
Red flute.
Alistel was founded by a man named Noah. His knowledge of Thaumatek turned the frigid north into a land of plenty.
The sculpture is fixed, okay. Just as empty, must need an artifact, red cog. So I guess like all of the quests that, or all of the possible history quests that had like keys on them are probably the ones with the artifacts that we need specifically for the sculptures here. Guard down plus. I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of these items. There's probably gonna be a really tough boss at the end of this, I think.
Don't let up.
Let me see if I can get all of the see if I can get all of the chests here first. Before I activate any sculptures. Unfixed sculpture.
For this book sculpture, we need this artifact.
Red flag. I think that was from Sylvan and Diaz. I don't remember where I got most of these artifacts, honestly.
Not long had passed since the birth of Alistel, before Granorg began to covet their prosperity. Granorg's army was marching on Alistel before its declaration of war reached Noah's hand. The Sand Fortress was built to fend off the impending invasion.
I just want to check real quick. Do I have like all of the actual artifacts in my inventory right now? Oh wait, I never taught Kafka this. Meiko Shisi. I don't have the artifacts with me right now. What does that do then? Meiko Shisi. End of combo, random enemies, physical attack 7 times. Okay. Just I guess a good support skill. Panacea. You're giving me a lot of really good items.
For this book sculpture, we need this artifact.
Red mask.
Years ago, a terrible famine befell the kingdom of Granorg. Noah strove to save lives with Thaumatek engineering. But the king of Granorg forbade its use, dooming his subjects to sickness and starvation. And so, Noah took everyone who would follow and walked away.
And I walk away.
Looks like the path to the Hall of Binding has opened up.
The path to what?
It's where historical events are compiled and set in stone. Now, let's go fix this chapter.
It feels just very allegorical, so I can't quite wrap my head around it. All of Binding lies just down this path. Am I I think I should, maybe I should save. I feel like I'm about to fight something. Let's go. It's gonna fight me. Something is.
Here we are. The Hall of Binding. What do we do now?
Your next test is to face history itself.
Music is very creepy here.
Excuse me?
Here it comes. Heads up.
What the?
Fun.
This is the history of war. Returning the chapter to the tome revived the war. History is literally repeating itself. The countless lives lost here. Their passion and pain is taking shape, crying out for blood.
Such violence.
The binder of the Chronicle must understand history's rage.
And face it head on, I guess.
Turn the page.
Very well then. Here we go.
kind of hoping. Okay, I was kind of hoping it'd be like a really cool, like well, just abomination, like Apocrypha was, but it's fine, I guess. So we're probably just gonna go backwards in time until we get to the point where the singularity was created. I'm suddenly struggling again. The game's been like so easy because I've been so over-leveled recently. I forgot how strategy works with this game. Okay, it's already dead.
Sorry. We had to win this.
Nice.
It's over.
We've recorded the history of war into the magical tome, yes?
That would be correct. When famine struck 80 years ago, Noah tried to save his fellow Granorgites. But the king of Granorg forbade Thaumatek engineering, and as a result, the people suffered. Noah and his followers went north to start anew, and so the land of Alistel was born. But as Alistel grew affluent, Granorg became jealous. So it has been recorded in the tome.
So the starving citizens weren't enough? What a petty reason to finally change their minds.
Still, I can't quite grasp why Thaumatek engineering would have been forbidden.
Probably because of it would lead, if like done incorrectly, it would lead to more desertification, more withdrawing mana from the earth. So.
I wonder. That question's never been answered, has it?
Not in this chapter, anyway. We have at least 2 more to go.
Oh, great.
Maybe it's on the next page. Let's keep reading and find out.
Yes, let's proceed.
Record of War has been added. Took my glasses off to clean them real quick. Are you liking the game? It's very good.
So this is the next chapter. What time period are we in now?
We're about 150 years back from the current day.
Seems you're pretty far by in the levels. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty buff right now, honestly. Although I am still kind of struggling.
But not for long. Let's compile the chapter, shall we?
150 years back. Can't quite remember. Heck, that's okay. A lot of enemies. We're just gonna kick my ass again. Heck. My enemy dodging skills are off the charts. Heck.
For this book sculpture, we need this artifact.
Red dirt.
The Atolia wasteland was once abundant in flora, fauna, and the traffic of trade caravans.
Thanks, Antok.
But when the desertification struck, it withered into the wasteland that you see now. The mana drain began in the Imperial City and spread outward from there.
Okay. If we translate visibility, you now have disadvantages in stealth rolls. Man. I like my AG bills though. AG, agility bills. I don't know why I said AG. Whenever I do like tabletop games, I do usually like to go for like agility builds. It's just so fun being like a dodge tank. Backfire? What does that do? Moves targets forward, okay. Literally lighting their asses on fire.
For this book sculpture, we need this artifact.
Red torch.
Back then, Prince Allium wandered the land for years, looking for a way to stop the creeping sand.
You mean your brother?
But by the time he returned to the Imperial City, it was already too late to save it. Prince Allium had no choice but to abandon his ancestral home. And with what subjects he could save, he came here to found the Kingdom of Granorg.
Who's your favorite character, by the way? I do really like Stock. Stock is cool as hell. He's a cool-ass protagonist. Like, Stock is a cool character. I do really like Nemesia's design. I think Nemesia's really cute. Like, all of the characters in this game are really good, honestly. Gotta say, prefer Erica's original design where she's my short-haired queen. Yeah, I did see Erica's original design. I think her original design has a lot more personality to it. I do like the style of the OG, like, character portraits. Kind of reminds me of, like, old school, Kingdom Hearts.
For this book sculpture, we need this artifact.
Red Pendulum. Can't believe Winston from Overwatch is in this game. Little Monkey Man.
Once, the Empire was so powerful, it ruled over the continent. By manipulating flux, of course. The Imperial sorcerers were said to control time itself. Nothing was thought to be impossible. But that was hubris. And pride always comes before a fall. A Thaumatek experiment went terribly wrong. And the Empire doomed the world with it. Sounds like the path to the Hall of Binding opened up somewhere.
Somewhere.
Now, let's go fix this chapter.
Well, Binding lies just down his path, and am I ready? I guess I am.
This again?
This chapter is about science. The hubris of Thaumatek and the tragedy of its consequences are trying to materialize.
I feel like I'm about to get absolutely schooled here by whatever is going to come out here.
We were born weighed down by that sorrow. We lived fighting every day against its rise. We won't lose that fight now. Let's go.
Oh.
Regardless of our opponent, we shall be victorious.
Is that just Apocrypha again? Sacrifice. Okay. Well, it doesn't have Heiss's elongated nose, so... A heck. Yeah, probably should have put Polaris on.
Super cool!
I'm sorry.
I see. I see. It has a move that puts you to sleep, and then another move that if you're asleep, it immediately kills you. Okay. I see, I see. Trying to put Polaris on then.
Here you go. Now! Here I come!
Yeah, take this!
Too slow! How about this?
Dance with me! Dance with me!
I think I should be able to break my combo level record. I think the highest combo I've actually gotten was like 30 something, so I'm about to get to 50, I think. Or nope, just 43.
We've won.
Speed break and chain rave, okay.
Looks like it's over.
So, this chapter pertains to the desertification and the founding of Granorg.
Correct. The desertification was caused by the Empire 150 years ago in an experiment gone awry. Prince Allium wandered the continent in search of a cure, but he never found one. The Imperial city was swallowed by the sand, so he gathered his surviving subjects and fled. Allium, first king of Granorg, had two magical tomes called the Black and White Chronicles. To slow the sands, he created a ritual of flux to be performed by the royal bloodline.
Desperate times called for desperate measures.
So that's how the ritual that Heiss, Erica, and I were wrapped up in came to be.
Many royals gave their lives for the sake of that ritual. It is truly heartbreaking.
No wonder Heiss took action. He wanted to end that cycle of pain and suffering.
Through nihilism, basically.
Hey, what kind of experiment could have caused all this anyway?
I've been wondering that myself. What was it, Nemesia?
You'll see for yourselves soon.
It's the final boss.
Well, all we can do now is keep moving.
Record of sacrifice has been added. Guess we just go upstairs? Okay. Oh, Royal Hall. Or not Royal Hall.
We've reached the 3rd chapter.
Imperial Ruins.
This is the Empire's golden age. 170 years before your time.
Only 170 years? Okay.
What happened here is...
Huh?
You'll find out soon enough.
Very well.
Well, shall we get started? This is the last chapter to compile. We're almost done.
We're nearing the final boss. The final. Oh, blah, 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 blah. See me. I don't want to fight these guys, please.
We need this artifact.
I probably should grind a little bit more. Black hourglass. Okay, we're using the hourglasses for these.
Thaumatek took the Empire into a golden age. Emperor Akalegia engineered a way to prolong it. That is when the most powerful of magical tomes was created, the Black Chronicle. Those who rewrite history can do no wrong. By changing the past, the Empire secured its future.
Okay. Stay away! I'm gonna melee get into the battle once I'm done with this. God damn it.
For this sculpture, we need this artifact.
Unless the cutscene resets the enemy. Red hourglass?
Emperor Akalegia and Empress Lupinos had 2 children, a prince and a princess. The princess fell in love with a young Thaumatek scholar who had tutored her in sorcery. The 2 of them met here to exchange love letters, the only record of their affair. When the Emperor learned his daughter loved a sorcerer, he tore them apart. As punishment, he performed an experiment on the Thaumatek scholar. It was monstrous.
Okay, we're fine. So I'm guessing that must be her and... Yeah, I think they did mention before that the princess had a lover. And like, that one possible history that had like all the memories from the Empire, I think. I want to make sure I get all the treasure. Just seems to be like mostly just usable items and accessories, so like nothing too crazy.
We need this artifact. For all their power, the Empire maintained friendly relations between humans and beastkind. But after the incident, a rift was formed between the races.
Okay.
The Hall of Binding is open somewhere. We need to go there and fix this chapter.
Is this going to be the final boss, or do we still have to do a little bit more before we do that? 258 out of 283. Actually, there's still gotta be like a lot more after this still, actually. If there's still that many events left. Hollow biting lies. Okay, I'm ready. I think. I hope.
Again?
What did you expect?
Yes. The binder of the Chronicle must understand history's power.
Yep.
Wait, is that?
Your parents?
Nemesia.
The authors of this tragedy, Archelegia and Lupinas. The Emperor and Empress who conducted that evil experiment.
So that's them.
Are they gonna talk? I guess not.
Stock, please. You need to...
Don't worry. I'll handle it.
What is that? What is that? Looks funky. I feel like y'all are gonna have some really weird mechanics here in a second. Okay, I can. Formation, heck. Kinda fucked up. I probably just need to keep them apart actually, or else they'll hit super hard. Cannot recover heck, that's bad actually. That's real bad. Can I get rid of that on me? I don't know if there's a way for me to get rid of that. I don't think that counts as an ailment. Man. I feel like I'm gonna struggle here in a second. This just feels like a very gimmicky fight. That's gonna take me a hot second to figure out how they're gonna work. Yep. I'm already dead, please. Please. I don't know. Let's try that again. I think this is about to be my loss again. Yeah. There's not much I can really do here, guys. There. Can bring stock back, but I feel like they're gonna knock me out here in a second. I think I need to change my party up.
Sorry.
I need to get like Rosh or Kafka in so I can have more movement skills in my arsenal. Oh, Empress is down. Nice. Ruler's Glare. Nice, thank you. Okay, time to up my combo like hell, I think. Smack him.
Now's my chance. There.
Yeah, eat this. Huh. Here's
Nice.
Dance with me.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I just needed a better team for that one.
We had to win this.
They're finished. Did that fix the chapter?
Bingo. Now that you've restored history to its proper course, we can complete the Red Chronicle.
This sounds pretty important. Mind going over it again?
Not at all. Allow me to summarize. Conceded from their golden age of Thaumatek, the Empire made magical tomes of great power. But Emperor Archelegia did not approve of his daughter's love for a mere Thaumatek scholar. As punishment, the scholar was experimented on, and then fused with the Black Chronicle.
Fused?
That's horrible.
Overwhelmed by the Chronicle's power to control time, the man's mind and body collapsed. All that remained of the scholar was a living hunger, which came to be known as the Singularity.
Huh? Then...
This temporal beast feeds on the mana of everything around it.
Then, do you mean...
That's right. It is the cause of the desertification.
A single man.
And then what happened?
The prince and princess fought the temporal beast with their white and red chronicles. While they managed to separate the Black Chronicle from the beast, they could not end it. The monster had absorbed the Chronicle's power and could distort space and time. Faced with an immortal foe, the prince and princess had to seal it away in a temporal rift.
And what maintains that seal on the rift is the ritual of flux, the sacrifices.
The rest is history.
Does Heist know this?
So that was how this continent's tragedy began.
And the only
Probably
way
not.
to end it is to eliminate the singularity.
All right, let's do this.
Hey,
What is it?
never mind. Now's not the time.
I think Rainy is figuring something out.
You better hurry and take care of that tome.
I don't know exactly what she's figuring out.
Yes, you're right.
Record of Ruin has been added. I guess if Nemesia is the princess and it was her lover who was transformed into the singularity then, I guess.